guess that meter may show up, but this is somewhat of a 5-hour review, and on the ZT 142 Cub Cadet. And the first thing I like to say is so far I'm enjoying it. I would advise anyone that's looking to purchase one, sure you have the option of the big box or your Cub Cadet dealer, and I would say definitely go with the dealer. The dealer buying experience for me, not that I have a whole lot to compare it to, but I must say it was a great experience. So I really didn't know the dealer. When I went on the Cub Cadet site and purchased it, they gave me an option of dealers that were nearby. So I chose one like 30 minutes away. They delivered it right to the door, and pretty much went over everything, and you could tell that certain things were tended to. I saw a lot of reports online. See the dealer tag there if you're interested. But I saw a lot of reports online where they say that ones they purchased from Lowe's or Home Depot or Lowe's, a lot of the bolts were loose. So I went over just about everything, just checking basically. And things were snug. You can see where certain areas had grease, fresh grease, things of that nature. Full tank of gas. But and another thing I've seen a lot of that's interesting, and I've went over the manual twice, a lot of people are saying they're doing a 5-in break-in oil change for this engine. But everything I've seen has a 50-hour intervals for the oil change. So it's in the book. I've looked over it twice, and I guess that's what I'm going to stick by. But I see a lot of people talking about the 5-hour break-in oil change. So, because I'm at 5 hours now, so I looked at a lot of YouTube videos and reviews. But back to the more within the 5 hours. I know that's not a lot of time to make a lot of judgment. I did put since a lot of people were, I saw a guy, he had purchased a tailgate thing, and from the Chevy, to keep the seat from falling down, I just took a black shoestring. I don't know how long it's going to hold, but for as much as you have to open it, I guess it'll work, just to keep it from slamming down. So that was just something small that I did there. And for anyone who's probably interested, I've been just hitting a couple of spots with this, and seems to work out real good. I'm colorblind, so maybe it's bad and I don't know it. But I did hit a couple of spots, because in a couple of areas that I noticed I was hitting, I just put looked like they're frequent bumps. I just put some tape there. I guess I get a little bit more comfortable of judging this back part, then I'll take it off. But so far the experience has been pretty good. Plenty of power for me. I'm 6 feet over 250 pounds, and it's plenty of power for me. I don't need it to be any faster. That seat, that 18-inch back, is great for me. You know, really, for a lawnmower, it's comfortable. The cut, not bad at all. 42-inch deck works out for me because the trailer size, this is a 5x10, so it works as far as the trailer size there. 46 or 50 might be good, but be a little tight. So this is great. And so if anyone that's, you know, you're looking at them, I think for the money, you know, might not be a bad purchase. I noticed that on a lot of the comparable models, you have smaller tires. That's the 20, and I think there was 11.65 for the front, and you normally get a smaller profile on that. So I guess that would help as far as the ride as well, stability. Does burn more gas than your traditional lawn tractors. I had the John Deere L Series and the DYS Craftsman, so you will notice, but you have a somewhat of a larger tank too there. So, and the only way I know to know how much you have in there, you have to lift this up and look. So, but the cutting height seems to work well. I may have cut, might be right at about 8 to 10 yards so far, all different lengths, and none of them over an acre. I think one was 3/4 of an acre, and the mobility of it compared to a garden tractor, lawn tractor, definitely a big difference, where you're able to be mobile, moving wise, back and forth, turning and so forth. The general nature of what a zero turn is supposed to do. Now, something I want to point out that I did, that I'm going to change. I did do a couple of yards with this up, simply because I forgot when I drove off the trailer that it was up. But I'm going to remind myself, because this, I noticed just by the 2 or 3 yards that I forgot it was up, all of this had started caking up under here. Now it's closed. It's a closed, everything under there is closed, but I just didn't like the buildup that was under there. So I'll remind myself to let the grass flap down when I come off the trailer. So that was a observation that I made there. I did adjust the seat, and you see you have some notches there, and you just slide it. So I did bring that all the way back. The dealer had it in the middle, and but yeah, so that's basically the information I wanted to share. If there's someone's looking at it, and the time that I bought it, it was $100 off, free delivery, and I think they're basically still running that to maybe the end of May or June. I'm really not sure, but the other models that I looked at was the Toro Time Cutter and the I can't remember the John Deere model that I looked at. I wanted to consider the Husqvarna. They're 42. Now, I wanted a 42 because a lot of the entrances that I have to go through, I will only take a 42. So anything bigger at the moment would hinder me from being able to utilize it in the largest part of yards, which is normally the back. So the ones that I compared it to and that I sat on, I actually went and sat to see what the comfort level would be as far as my legs, being 6 feet, maybe 6'1", was just felt comfortable to me. And I guess it was largely due to the frame and the center of gravity, how it sits, compared to the time cutter and the John Deere 42-inch. I did see the Craftsman, but just some things about it I would have preferred red, but it was just things about the Craftsman just didn't move me so well. So just wanted to share that, guys. Anybody that's looking. So far it's been good to me, and look forward to getting a lot of use out of it. Take care.